All right, so this tutorial will introduce you to the autofill feature of Excel. The autofill function basically allows you to quickly copy one cell to another, and in many cases with large Excel files, that is going to be of tremendous help to you. Autofill also allows for you to create patterns. So Excel is smart enough to know when you reference something like January here in A1, that if I were to click on A2, okay, so I said A1, but A2, and I over here in the bottom right corner, you see that little green box. If I were to hover my mouse over that, it creates a little cross. When I left click with my mouse and drag down, you'll see Excel says, oh, I think you want me to create a pattern here. So the next month would be February, March, April, May, June, and so on. And as I get to December, just in case you're wondering, if I were to continue, it would just repeat the process, or the pattern, if you will. Now, if I let go here, you'll see that it'll populate all the months between January and December, which is a really nice feature of Excel. Again, Excel is smart enough to know that, and using the autofill, which is basically the process of me dragging down between the cells, I made that happen much faster. So let's take year, and if I type 2000 in there, if I try to do the same thing, Excel's not that smart. It doesn't know that that's a pattern of years. So in this case here, it's just going to copy the value 2000, and I don't want to do that, right? So I'm going to delete this here, and I have to create a pattern first. So in this case, I'm going to go 2001. So at this point, if I were to highlight 2000 and 2001, all right, and then use the autofill feature, now as I drag down, it increases by 1. So I've established a pattern first, and now I'm copying using autofill down below to those various cells, and that continues on until indefinite. All right. So that's again the autofill piece is me dragging that bottom right corner and going down. Now another process here is if I were to type in a value, let's say I wanted to create a value of 1 to 5. That's my pattern. So if I go 1 to 5, and if I were to go down, you'll see that it'll increase 9, 13. It'll increase by 5. Well, what I could do to make it go down much faster, again, this could be thousands of lines, is I can highlight first the pattern, which is 1 to 5. And if I go to that right corner, rather than dragging down, I can double click. And as soon as I do that, it stays with the pattern. All right, it's basically increasing by 4 each time. And it stops automatically at the last row that was populated. So I did the December 2011. That's as far as it went down. So that basically runs that pattern all the way down to that particular row. And again, that will save you a lot of time as we're copying formulas throughout this semester. Hopefully that's helpful. Again, you can reference your book in chapter 1, and it'll show you how to use the autofill feature.